Hey guys, I'm here today with my April favorites. As you know, if you don't know, favorites and empties are some of my favorite videos to film. They are so fun. This month I'm really excited about a lot of the stuff I'm going to talk about. It has just been a good makeup month. A lot of times I'm just kind of, I don't know, a little bored with makeup or bored with beauty, and then some months it's really exciting, and this is an exciting month. I think it's because the changing of the seasons and new colors that are, around, and with the Sephora VIB sale happening, everybody was really excited about stuff. So I have some really good things I want to show you. So let's just get started. And this month I have some randoms. Sometimes I forget to do that. Okay, first off, let's start with the most important thing. And this, I just have a sample. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover. And this is what the tube actually looks like. It retails for $37 for 1 ounce. Mine is in the shade 1 in 3, Creamy Vanilla. And I was at the Estee Lauder counter one day and was talking to the guy working there. It was actually the guy that had done my makeup for my wedding, and he gave me a sample of this and a sample of the Double Wear Light, which I haven't got around to trying. And this is amazing for covering up the rosacea patches on my cheek. You can't even see it on this one. Anything that you're seeing there is just the lights reflecting on the blush. At first, and the day I was in there, he applied it to my cheeks first and then did foundation over. And that worked good, and I'd been doing that for pretty much the whole month until the past few days. I was like, let me just do my foundation first and then pat it over, because I pat it onto the rosacea patches, and then when I do the foundation, I'm so careful there, and then when I go in with blush, I feel like I'm spreading the product around. So I thought, let me apply it afterwards, and it works beautifully. If you have any redness, any stuff that's like bad that you need to cover, this is amazing. I know that I really raved about the Kat Von D Tattoo Foundation, and that is really wonderful stuff. But I'm trying to work through some other foundations that I've had longer, that are older, that are still really good foundations, but they just don't offer me enough coverage. So that's why I kind of need something to help me use those. And this has been so good. Like I said, he gave me this little sample pot, and he didn't fill it up by any means. You can't even tell I've used any. It's gonna last a long time. And I did ask him if some people use it as foundation, and he says they do. I couldn't imagine it, because it is, I mean, I use the tiniest bit, and the second I pat it on those areas, it's like instant coverage. So it is really good stuff. I highly recommend it. Okay, and then for blush, I've pretty much worn 2 blushes pretty much for the entire month. A few days I've used something else, but pretty much for the beginning part of the month, I used the Laura Geller Blush and Brighten in Pink Grapefruit. I got this in my Birchbox, I believe last month, and this is what it looks like. And at first look, it looked kind of like a fall blush to me. It just looked kind of that tone, and that's what it looks like. It does have a good bit of shimmer in it. I don't know if that's picking up, but I mean, it could be fall winter, but the way it translates, it's more like bronzy summery. And I like the shimmer. It's very fine. There's a lot, but it doesn't emphasize a lot of issues on my cheeks. It just really gives me that like warmed up, brightened look. I don't know. I think it's really pretty, because occasionally I do like more of a look on my cheek. It's funny because sometimes I don't want anything because I don't want to accentuate the redness, but then sometimes I do want stuff on my cheeks because I feel like it like gives me life and brightens up my face, So anyways, I've loved that. And in the later part of the month, I've been reaching for my Nars Madly again. That's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. It just looks like almost nothing in the pan. It's kind of like a skin tone with some shimmer. It's kind of like Silver Flecks, but it is the most nothing blush, but really brightens up your skin. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's like that NARS Exposed that people like. I love it too. I don't know why I act like that, but it just really gives you like some life in your cheeks, but it's not like, whoa, she's wearing some pink blush or she's wearing orange blush or coral or whatever. It's just such a good cheek. It's such a light color, but you can really see it. I don't know, I just think it's really nice. I had it for a long time, and it took me a long time to actually pull it out and start using it because it just looks like such nothing in the pan. But those are some of my favorite kind of blushes. So if you have this or haven't ever used it because you think it looks, or you haven't picked it up because you think it looks so boring, give it a try. Have somebody put it on your cheeks in the store, or just give it a try. It is really, really pretty. Okay. And then I've been kind of getting back into highlights. Probably because I'm able to cover the stuff on my cheeks enough that I feel more comfortable. Because, you know, if you have some texture, some issues, you don't really want to bring attention to it. So that's why a lot of people don't like shimmery blushes, because they don't want to draw attention to the texture on their cheeks. And the same thing with highlights. But do you see this? It's not, I mean, it's bright there, but the lights are making it show up more. So, I mean, it's glowy, but the lights are like reflecting off of it. So I don't want you to be all scared. And this is just the idea that I want to talk about. This is a Clinique Duo in Sunburst, but it's this eyeshadow. If you have any eyeshadows within this realm and you kind of, I mean, if you just have a lot of eyeshadow and stuff like this, give it a try. You can multitask. You can actually get use out of your products, maybe use up some eyeshadows faster that you feel like you need to get through. If you maybe don't have a highlighter that's a certain tone of your eyeshadow, you're kind of wanting a more rose gold highlighter or a more white gold highlighter or whatever, true champagne, look for one in your eyeshadows and give that a try. I am trying to pan this duo before the end of the year, so I've been wearing it on my eye, but I thought one day, let me give it a try as a highlight, and I really like it. Like I said, the lights are kind of making it a little more magnified, so don't think, whoa, crazy. But I think it's really pretty, and I've been really enjoying highlighter again, which is something I had kind of just started straying away from. Okay, I'm going to mention one thing that is kind of new. I've only worn it a handful of times, but it's probably an honorable mention. I'm not going to say it's quite a favorite, but I'm really liking it. It is the Hourglass Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light. The first day I wore it, I said it was just nothing. How did I word it? I think I said it wasn't like love at first sight. I'm wearing it today as a bronzer. I don't know how well you can see. There's a mirror there, and I'm looking because, like, as I'm telling you about the products, I want to make sure they look okay on the skin because I don't want to scare anybody off. But I just love how it looks. I love these Hourglass products. The blushes, I love. There's not a lot of the colors that I feel like I really am obsessed with. I like the powders a lot, so I thought when they brought out the bronzers that I would just love these. And I really do. The first day I tried it, I think the reason I didn't like it is because I went through a phase this month where my skin was just bad. And when your skin is bad, it's like you're not pleased with anything. Everything about your makeup just looks bad. And that's where I was when I was wearing the bronzer that day. But since then, when I've put it on, I just really like how it looks. It just gives you, and where I apply my bronzer is, I apply it here. So you're seeing the bronzer here, you're seeing the blush here. And then I apply it right around here. And then, you know, over here. And that's the only place I put bronzer on my face. I don't do it on the jawline because I don't know, I don't feel like it looks good. I don't know. I don't really do anything here. I don't do a lot of contouring. I just think it's a really nice product. Yes, it is expensive, but I've enjoyed it. And in the summer, I love a bronzer, so. Okay, I do have one brush I want to mention. It is the Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86, and it is the pointy, big, fat one. And I use this to blend out the concealer under my eyes. I go in phases. Do y'all have that to where you have things that you love and you use, but then somehow you put it away and you just kind of forget about it, and then you get using other stuff and then you pull it back out and you're like, why did I ever quit using this? I do really enjoy the Sephora Airbrush Concealer brush. And then I picked up the Marc Jacobs one, and I don't like that one. But this is my favorite. It's just the perfect size because I tend to use my fingers a lot to rub in my under eye concealer because I can just pat it in and it works out great. But I don't really like getting my fingers dirty. And this, I can just pat it all in like this. I don't do anything like this. It just, I mean, it works kind of like just a big finger. I don't have any of the small sizes of these. I would kind of like one for like cream eyeshadow because I see people in videos use it and it just looks like it goes on so nicely because I use my fingers for cream eyeshadow. But I have to say, if you have never tried any of these, the F80 is one of my go-to foundation brushes of all times. I love it. But this is so nice for under eyes. I've just really been enjoying it again, and I mean, it is pretty dirty, but give it a try. I mean, I think it's really worth it. The hype on these Sigma Kabuki brushes, I think is really worth it. You don't hear about Sigma as much as you used to. The rest of their brushes, I mean, I like, they're okay, but these are really great products. Okay, I have 3 lip colors. Once the weather warms up, because where I am, we've started having like summer type weather, and I don't know, I kind of like lip glosses or really sheer lip colors. That's kind of what I start gravitating toward when the weather warms up. If you know my style at all, it's pretty natural on the lips anyways, but the color I've been wearing hands down the most, it's the YSL Sheer Candy in number 12, and I think it's the raspberry, I think it's what it's called, and this one has some shimmer in it, unlike a lot of the others. If you're unfamiliar with these, they smell amazing. They are very sheer. This is kind of like maybe a mid-tone mauve pink. I hope that gives a good description. On the lips, it just kind of accentuates your lips and just makes them look a little more full and a little more juicy. It just makes them look like the better version, but without any necessarily like, oh, you have on pink lipstick. You know, nobody would even look at your lips and be like, oh, that's a lipstick. It's just a really pretty color. I think if you're going to invest in any of the YSL lipsticks, not that I'm like, I shouldn't be talking because I have way too many, but I think getting a really perfect everyday color that's super natural and neutral and can go with any look that you're wearing. I keep this in my purse and I can just swipe it on and go. I don't have to think about, does it go with this look or that look? I just think that's the best for the really expensive lipsticks because you really can get your money's worth and you can get the most wear out of them. They're not just so, you know, they're not so like specific. So I have to say, I've loved this. I've worn the heck out of it this month. I love these Sheer Candy lipsticks. I have to say, I mean, they are a more sheer formula, but that's what I like about them. And they're not super long lasting, but they feel kind of like a balm. They're glossy. They're just really pretty. And then the other 2 are 2 of the NYX Butter Glosses in the shade Tiramisu and Éclair. And one is basically like a brownie nude and one's a baby pink, more cool tone. I'll swatch them for you in case you're unfamiliar. These butter glosses, they smell amazing. They're great. Everybody and their mom loves them and talks about them on YouTube. There's a bunch of new shades that came out and I haven't even seen them. So I don't know. Somebody I was watching, they were talking about Madeline or Madeline. So if you have, there's Tiramisu and there's Éclair. I always swatch on this part that like curls inward. I need to quit doing that. But if you have the Madeline shade, let me know. Let me know if it's really worth picking up because I love these. I don't know, something about a gloss in the summer, it's just so easy to wear. I love it. Okay, let me look at my little list. I did actually write everything down before I started filming this time to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I think I'm down to the randoms. Okay, I mentioned in one of my videos I had started liking the essential oils and I'd been using them. I got the starter kit from Young Living and it comes with a whole slew of oils and a diffuser, and the diffuser is really nice. And I like it so much that I've kind of really slacked off on burning candles because after using the oils, the candles just smell fake. I mean, they are. I still like a candle. Like, I still like a good bakery scented candle. But I've enjoyed the oils more. And so a lot of people diffuse them at bedtime, and I brought the diffuser that came with the kit into our room and I started diffusing Cedarwood and Lavender. And this is actually the Acacia brand. I have like 5 lavenders, so I'm just using the oldest one first. And then this is the Cedarwood from Young Living, and the two of them together, I sleep so sound. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have trouble sleeping at night. When I decide I want to go to sleep, I literally close my eyes and I'm probably asleep within a minute. No joke, it makes my husband so mad. He's so jealous. But the second I decide, oh, I'm tired, I mean, I'm asleep in no time. I don't move, I don't toss and turn. I mean, I'm a deep sleeper. But the past few weeks, I have just been sleeping so awful. I don't know, I just haven't gotten good sleep. So anyway, since diffusing this, I've been sleeping so wonderfully. Well, my daughter, she really likes the scent of the oils. She thinks they smell amazing. And there's certain oils that you're not supposed to use on children or around children within a certain age. So if you're interested in oils and you have kids, then please do your research. I've done that. And I ordered her a diffuser on Amazon. It was like $31. And I put it in her room because it has a glow light. It looks like kind of like you know, like the glow worms. It's kind of like that kind of glow, and it changes colors. It's like an ombre change from red to orange to pink to purple, whatever the theme it goes in. And I'd keep it on the diffusing, where it like puffs out the mist like for 30 seconds, every 30 seconds or a minute or whatever. So it goes through pretty much the whole night, and then they cut off when they're out of water, so you don't have to worry about that. And I've been diffusing this combo in her room as well, and she said her words that it smells beautiful, and she sleeps good. She's a champ of a sleeper. But I have to say, I have really been enjoying diffusing these at bedtime. It has been nice. Okay, so those, and then I have 2 food items while I drink in a food. This is almost empty. These are the cotton candy Oreos from Target. I don't know if they're a Target exclusive, but they are limited edition. They are so cute. I have to say, I mean, it's almost empty. Me and my daughter love all the special edition Oreos. If you were doing a baby shower, or especially a gender reveal party, if you're planning one anytime soon, pick these up. I think they would be so cute. It's half pink, half blue. It would be perfect for that. These are good. They are sweet, as you can imagine. And then I have quit drinking coffee. I'm not like against coffee. I may get like a latte midday every once in a blue moon. And I've cut out my soda. I do have a soda if I go out to eat, but what's been helping me get through the soda cravings are the LaCroix waters. I personally like the coconut one. It is so good. It gives me that carbonation that I like so much, but it's water. And then I drink a lot of hot tea. I drink a cup of like black tea in the morning to get me going, and then I do herbal tea through the rest of the day. Maybe a green tea, but I don't have a lot of caffeine. But those LaCroix waters are so good. They have them at Target, Kroger, and Publix. My mom gets them at Publix for me when she goes, because they actually sell the 12-pack of them still. And everywhere else is dropping down to the 8-pack, but it's the same price. So if you're lucky enough to have a Publix near you, check there. And then, let me make sure. Okay, I have 2 more things. I feel like this favorites video is going to be so long, but I've had so much stuff I like. The show Younger, it's on Hulu, but it airs on TV Land. It has Hilary Duff, the girl from Bunheads, her name is Sutton Foster maybe, I could be wrong, and the lady from Beethoven, she was the mean lady. It is hilarious. It's like a 30-minute sitcom, I guess, because on Hulu it's only like 21 minutes. I watched the first episode the other night, and I binge watched the rest of them the rest of the night. There were only like 4. It is so funny. It's Darren Star, who worked on Sex and the City, is the producer or somebody on the show. So it's not exactly a family-friendly show, but it's not quite as HBO as Sex and the City, if you get my drift. So there's, you know, certain innuendos that aren't appropriate for young children, but it is hilarious. I'm not a big sitcom comedy person. I like dry sense of humor, so if that's something you're into, you should check it out. I can't wait to watch the next episode because I'm all caught up now. It is really funny. And then, last but not least, I have a fashion favorite. I showed these in a haul video, I think. I love me some slip-on sneakers. I think regular sneakers are hideous. I wear them to work out, but I'm not going to wear them out of the house pretty much any other time because I think they are hideous. But I love slip-on sneakers because they're the same comfort, and especially if you are a like a mom and you have young children, then you can't be always wearing certain cute shoes. So I think these are still cute and modern. They're Mossimo from Target. I hope you can still find them. They're kind of this rubbery faux leather kind of material, but it has holes in it and it's very breathable. I need to clean them. So your feet can still breathe. They don't get all hot and sweaty. They run large. I had to get a size 6 in them, so in case you care about that. And I think that's about it. Oh, I am going to start something new at the end of every video because sometimes I get asked questions about what I'm wearing, and I always say I'm going to put it in the description box, but I tend to forget. So I thought I would just do it at the end of the video, especially because by the time I upload, sometimes I forgot what makeup I'm wearing. So my shirt, it's from Target. It's the Tom's collection. So they don't have it anymore, but it's the Arrow one in case you are interested. This is a Y spike pyramid chain from Bobble Bar. I picked up recently after seeing it on Makeup by Tiffany D. I love it. I wanted a Y chain. My wedding band, my nail polish is horrifically chipped. This braid, these are some little studs. They're bullets. They're like the Winchester bullets. On my face, I have Nars Madly, the Hourglass bronzer. My lips are Rimmel Easton Snob Liner, Lime Crime Cashmere, but I would recommend the L'Oreal Never Ending Nutmeg. My eyes are the Sigma Warm Neutrals palette. I have these two colors mixed in my crease, these two colors mixed on my lid, and Sugar Milk on the brow bone. And that is what I have on. So, I forgot a favorite. I was about to mention my perfume. I'm wearing the Nest Midnight Fleur. That is another favorite of mine for the month. The scent with the word fleur, don't let that scare you off. It's very like warm and sweet, like, I don't want to say like caramelly. Ambery, it's very nice. If you like scents similar to me, check it out from Sephora. It is really wonderful. I got this as a 250 point perk, but I think they have the indigo one now. So, and they did have the sample on there recently because I got one of those during the VIB sale. So anyways, I love this. I'm wearing it today and it is a favorite of mine this month as well. So that's all for this month. If you've been loving anything, let me know down below. I'd love to check it out, and I will let you guys go and see you later. Bye.